Hey guys, it's Peyton, and today I am going to be doing the Your Story tag. This tag was created by the Library of Sarah, and I was tagged by the amazing, wonderful Brittany and Books, so go subscribe to both of them, links to them down below. Thanks for tagging me, thanks for creating the tag, and also sorry for the mess behind me, the bookshelves. I'm too lazy to clean it, and I really hope you don't care because I don't care. My glasses are so dirty, and I just cleaned them. This tag has 13 questions, and it's all about the book that I'm writing myself, which I think is interesting, but also scary, because I don't like sharing things about my book. 1, I don't want to be judged. 2, I don't want anyone to steal my crap. And 3, I just like to be private. But let's get on with it and hope I do not die during this. And if I'm vague, deal with it, because I like being vague, I guess. Oh crap. Yeah, I kind of need to get the questions pulled up on the phone. Here's you and my messy room, and there's my lamp because I'm unprofessional and that's how I do things. Yeah. Tell us about one of your stories that you have written or working on or planning, or more if you want. So like plot, setting, genre, etc. Okay, my book, first of all, is called Accursed. Some people say Accursed, some people say Accursed. It has multiple pronunciations. I can never say that word right, so I'm sorry if I said that wrong. I say Accursed because I like it better. It makes more sense to me because the word cursed is in it, like Accursed. It's a high fantasy book. So the setting is this one big continent filled with 5 countries, which I will not tell you the names of because I do not feel like it, and I just don't want Steelers. I hate Steelers. The cheetahs. I don't like cheetahs.
Cheetah, pumpkin, eater, and I cannot even say pumpkin right. Oh my god.
And the plot, main character's brother is taken by this dude, and bunch of crap ensues after that. Lots of crap. At first, this was going to be a trilogy. I feel like it's a series now because I'm realizing 3 books cannot wrap up this entire story. And I also think there is a possibility for a spin-off series after this with all of my surviving characters as pretty much 40-year-olds and new characters. It'd be pretty cool.
This is already hard.
Is this part of a NaNoWriMo or Camp NaNoWriMo event, or is it a personal project? It is a bit of both because I started it before NaNoWriMo 2015, a couple months before that. Like, I was just planning it. I wrote a little bit of terribleness because, no. I look back at it and like, And then I decided to go and do NaNoWriMo 2015 with it, and I have also done April Camp NaNoWriMo 2016 with it because, well, I got 200 pages in and then I was like, I need an outline, and it was a chapter by chapter outline that I made after like not outlining ever, and the chapters didn't match up with the ones that I was on in my terribleness of a 200 book that's like, I can't even speak. It's just, no. And I really wanted to start over for a while, and then my computer lost 20 pages of my book. It was a push. It was like fate was just telling me like, this book sucks, start it over with this wonderful outline. Really recommend this. Outlines. I'm outlining with Scrivener because Scrivener is amazing. Oh my gosh, I never knew how amazing it was, but then I figured it out and I was like, yeah. Tell us about the characters in your story. I have a very big cast of characters and I love them all extremely deeply. They're all in my heart. I love them. But I guess I'll just go over the really main characters. And note that this is a high fantasy series. Names are weird and I like weird names. I don't like just plain old names, especially not for a fantasy novel, like a really high fantasy novel. You don't want like a girl named Sarah and you don't want a guy named Tommy. Like, that's just wouldn't make sense for the worlds that I've created. And I really recommend babynames.com and just other weird baby name websites. That's what I use. Get weird names. Perfect. My main character is named Kikes and Estrella. I know you're like, how you spell that? That makes no sense. It's a weird name. I love it, and at first it was really hard to pronounce, but now it's natural.
Kikesen. Kykeson.
Love it. And her nickname is Kai. And no, I did not get this from the Lunar Chronicles. I'm tired of people asking me this. I actually named my main character Kai way before I even knew of the Lunar Chronicles. Well, actually, I knew of them, but I haven't read them. And I did not know there was a prince named Kai in it, okay? I actually got it from the Vampire Diaries. Kai is a villain.
He's super hot, and
I just knew I loved that name. I just loved how it sounded. And I knew I needed my main character's nickname to be Kai. But I wasn't sure how to do that. And for a while, it was Catherine. But then I realized Catherine, the name, did not match my world at all. And it didn't feel right for my character. It didn't feel right at all. Okay, I'm just going on a huge rampage on my character's name. I'm sorry. So Kykeson. I found the name Kykeson. I went searching for names that could be a name for her nickname that I knew it was. So Princess Kykeson of Strela of a country in this continent. I will not say my continent's name or my country's name or kingdoms, you know, because no, I'm not ready. And I think it's funny because we have Prince Kai from the Lunar Chronicles and then Princess Kai. Oops, I can't change it now though. It's whatever. She has an older brother named Carlos Estrella. He is the crown prince of this country. They also have a cousin named Garrick Allard. So beautiful. They are really close, all three of them. They're kind of like my little trio because they just love each other so much. And since Kai kind of grew up with dudes, you know, she's surrounded by a lot of dudes. She's very tomboyish, but she has to turn that off when she's doing her princess duties, which really annoys her, but she knows she has to, and she has to be the way she is for a country. Kykeson is a gardener. She loves gardening. She just feels a passion for plants and just everything about them. And her mother actually taught her how to do that and how to garden, and she is always all over the royal gardens. Her mom is actually from a place that has a lot of flowers. It just was passed down to her. Carlos is a science nerd. He loves to read, not particularly fiction, but he will read it. He just loves information. He loves knowledge. He values that over everything in his entire life other than Kai and Garrick. And his mother, the father, has a weird relationship. He's the king of this country and he's pretty much a psycho, but Carlos is just really weird and awkward and always says the wrong thing. He's very short and thin, and he does not believe in violence. He will hardly take lessons for swordsmanship and all that crap, but you know, as a crown prince, he has to do that, but he's not good at it at all. Garrick Allard, their cousin, is freaking amazing with a sword. He has slayed dragons and all this crap. He's well known in this country. He had so much talent, and everyone knew that until one day he threw it away. His entire family died, his sister and his parents. He has a dark secret about what really happened with their deaths, and he may have had something to do with what happened to his sister, and it haunts him for the rest of his life. So he put the sword down until this book made him pick it back up. Then we have a character named Jenner. Okay, no, not from Hollywood. I hate all these questions. I got Jenner from season 1 finale of The Walking Dead. Dr. Jenner, I don't know if you remember him. Freaking blew up a place. Ring a bell. When I heard his name the first time I watched The Walking Dead, it kind of just sparked something in me, and I wrote it down. And then this freaking hot psychopath madman with freaking ice powers, gorgeousness, and evilness spring to mind. Jenner MSA. Love him, but he's terrible. He is from a country that Kai, Garrick's, and Carlos's country despises. There's lots of bad blood with that. Jenner has extreme power with ice. He can freeze over your blood and you can die. He can explode your brain with icicles. He can make every single inch of your body be pierced by ice that sprouted from inside of you and out of you. He can just literally destroy you if he so pleases, and he so often pleases. He happens to be the guy that is ordered to take Kai's brother Carlos, and so much is sprung from that because he is the crown prince of the country Kai is from. What's your favorite friendship in the story? My favorite friendship in the story has to be between Carlos, Kai, and Garrick, but we're mostly around Kai and Garrick in this book because Carlos is missing. Garrick and Kai's relationship really grows. They have to go on a journey together to try to figure out things about Carlos while war is about to be happening. They learn a lot about each other. I love their relationship. They can just hug and they all tap each other's shoulders and backs just to make each other know that they're there for each other. What's your favorite romantic relationship in your story? I have multiple romantic relationships because there's so many characters, and honestly I have to say Garrick and his assistant Simber. I don't think I mentioned that Garrick is the master of the horse in his country. He does everything horses since he quit.
Sword. I can't even speak.
And I just love them together. Simber has been through so much. Simber, not Cinder. Oh my god. I've also had people thinking that it's Cinder. It's Simber. She has anxiety really bad because past experiences in her life. And he knows exactly how to calm her down. She also has a weird thing with collecting rocks. She loves rocks. And Garrick makes sure she gets all the rocks she needs. What is the saddest scene in your story? Probably the last scene, which I cannot tell you about. There's so many spoilers, but something so terrible happens to the main character and life will never be the same. I, as the author, know what's going to happen because of this thing that happened, and it's going to change literally the entire world, but especially her world. I'm about to cry. What is your favorite scene in the story? Well, my book is not done, not even close, but the last scene is probably my favorite too. It's the saddest one, and it's probably my favorite because I've been waiting for this scene for so long, and once that happens, everything will happen. Everything will be crazy. What is the opening scene to your story? The first scene in my book is Kai walking through the city disguised, and let's just say her cover is broken and this guy tries to kill her. Where did the idea for your story come from? This is really weird. I know exactly where my idea for this story came from, and it's honestly the weirdest thing. I told many people about this, and some people may not believe me when I say how this happened, but it really happened. Okay, my mom was watching Breaking Dawn Part 2. Yes, I got my idea from Twilight, though this story is absolutely nothing like Twilight. If you don't want spoilers for Breaking Dawn Part 2, then leave, but I'm pretty sure you already know what happens. The scene where Carlisle is killed, we go and see Edward's face. Edward's facial expression gave me the idea for Accursed.
Edward's facial expression.
The way his entire world seemed to break, the way his head twitched to the side, everything. Just the way his emotions were complete anger and bloodlust. I instantly got a picture of a girl with a sword in a throne room, and I saw her with such complete rage as she killed probably a dozen people, and the reasons just came into me. I was just like, whoa, this is amazing. I've been waiting for this for so long. Thank you, Robert Pattinson. I love you. You inspired my book. Your face inspired my book. What is the theme of your story? There's a lot of hidden themes that I don't even know myself. It just happens and I forget about them all the time. Let me think. Like, what is my theme? There is themes. There is. But I can't think right now. Evil is a thing we all have. I honestly don't know. I feel like all of these sound stupid. Though I have so many themes that just found their way in them. I didn't plan them. They just got in it and I'm completely blanking. Family is the most important thing of all. When it comes to family, anything can happen. Do not underestimate the darkness inside someone. I don't know. Those all suck. What's not working in your story that you feel needs to be fixed? Everything! I feel like my dialogue sucks and I forget to do it sometimes. I get so into describing their faces and just their emotions that radiate from it and just noises that happen that sometimes I just forget to do good dialogue. And I think my humor sucks. I just can't do it. I can't do it unnaturally. It just pops out of my mouth, you know? I think I'll get better at it. Maybe it's not as bad as I think it is. And I also need to stop saying madman and crazed grin because I say that 24/7 because Jenner does that to me. What do you absolutely love about your story? My characters. I love my characters. Even if I don't completely understand them yet and their backstories, I feel like I will after the first draft is finally completed. I feel like I'll just know them better. But I love things about my characters that I can't tell you, and I just love the plot. I honestly do, and I can't really tell you that much about it because so many spoilers and so much to say because, man, it's a lot. And I just love my evil people in my book. I feel like I have a billion villains, and I enjoy that. There's like a squad of villains, and it's great. It's not just one, but there is a big baddie, but there's a second baddie, and there's a third baddie. Do you plan on trying to publish this story, or is it just for you to read? At the moment, it's just for me to read. I do want to publish it one day when it's freaking amazing, because right now it sucks. It's like it's doo-doo. It's pooping out of my butt, and it's... What am I doing? Where am I going with this sentence? I'm like barfing the words and they just are so stinky winky. But I have a dream of this being my first published book because I love it so dearly. I can't even explain to you. If I let this story be only for me, I think I would go crazy because I would love people to read it because I feel like what I say in this book needs to be said, and I'd love to make that happen. If it happens, I really hope it happens. Please, please. It would be an absolute dream come true, and I just don't know what I would do if it actually happened. That is the finale of this extremely long tag. I just kept rambling about my characters, and I'm probably gonna cut all of that out. I do love my characters so much, and I don't know if you can tell my love for this story just by me talking. I love it so much, and I couldn't really tell you the plot. Just told you little fragments, and I couldn't tell you about all my characters. Tell me down below if any of this interests you, and comment a W if you finish this video. W for winner. If you finish this video, you are swag. Thank you guys for watching this video. You W's are my faves. Like this video, comment down below, have a good day, and goodbye. And Brittany, why did you do this to me? I'm dying. multiple Hallelujah. But then I realized Catherine did not match my word. What the frick is the word I'm looking for? I've been going on for like 20 hours about this because I love them so much. Derek's a neat freak that just is blah blah blah. I can't even speak. Too lazy to clean it, and I hope you don't care. Voice crack. But let's get on with it. I can't speak.